guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and today we're going to talk about the BMW M4 CS. Remember, if you like what you see on this channel, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. We post 3 videos a week, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern. Smash that like button if you like this video, and as always, leave a positive comment below. Share this video so our channel can grow. Now, one of my favorite cars that I've driven in the past year is the M4 CS, and what I like about it, it's the fastest, lightest version of the current M4. And before we get into all the specs, we have a full review on this car, the M4 CS. I'll link it at the end of the video, so watch that review all the way through. Whatever was covered there will not be covered in this video. I try to give you something different every single time. So let's get into some of the differences here, and then we'll get into some of the performance. So the M4 CS is the last best version, I think, of the current M4. Before the new model comes out, they always do, the base model first, then the competition, and then the CS. So the base models, they're all powered by the same engine, the straight 6 turbocharged engine, 425 horsepower in base form, 406 foot-pounds of torque. With the competition cars, you went up to 444 horsepower. And now with the CS, you go up a little higher. So we have 453 horsepower, 443 foot-pounds of torque. It's only available to dual clutch transmission. So I'm a manual guy all the way, but the dual clutch in this car is very, very good. You'll see that in the full review when you watch it. So what this does is drop the 0 to 60 time down to 3.7 seconds, according to Car and Driver. So an extra 1/10 of a second quicker. 1,200 units worldwide, 500 in the US, so I do really love the low production number. Now, it is slightly lighter. Now, according to Car and Driver, the competition in the CS was only 35 pounds lighter, and let me tell you how they got there. First is the carbon fiber hood, no sunroof, you have the lighter seats, single zone climate control, and hopefully you don't care about this, but no center armrest. Now, the car does sound amazing, so what I'll do is I will do an exhaust clip at the very end of this video, and you won't want to miss that because the car really sounded amazing. People used to complain about the noise. They got it right this time. Now, there's also, to save some, as you can see, you'll see in the review video, you have the door straps, the lighter door straps, which save weight over the door handles. They're pretty cool, carbon fiber trim. Base price on these cars was $103,000. $103,000. That is a lot. The engine, as we mentioned earlier, is a twin turbocharged and intercooled double overhead cam, 24 valve inline 6, aluminum block and head, and direct fuel injection. 0 to 60, according to Car and Driver, 3.7 seconds. 0 to 100, 8.2 seconds. The standing quarter mile, 12 seconds flat at 121 miles per hour. Now, really important for this car is braking. Car doesn't do anything for you if it's fast, if you can't stop. So braking is very impressive, 70 to 0 in 150 feet. And it pulls over 1G, 1.04 Gs on the skid path. Now, these cars are bigger than they used to. The length is 183.9 inches. My E46 M3 is about 176. So this is almost 9 inches longer when you think about it, 8 inches longer. Width is 73.6 inches, and the height is 54.8 inches. Curb weight is just under 3,600 pounds. So the typical M3 or M4 competition is just over 3,600 pounds, and this with the weight savings is about 3,594. So according to Car and Driver, 35 pounds lighter. Now, I think a must-have is the executive package. Favorite thing about that, to me, is the heads-up display. And you can get a cool color like this, lime rock gray, and that brings the price to $110,000. I would either get this color, lime rock gray, or San Marino blue. I love that color. And what's great about these cars right now is you can get slightly used ones in the 80s. So a base M4 that I see, or M4 competition, usually with options, they're in the 80s. Instead of getting one of those new, honestly, I would get the CS. It's more rare. It's got slightly more horsepower, slightly less weight. So instead of just being over 3,600 pounds, you're in the high 35s. I think Car and Driver said it was only a 35-pound difference, but you got a little more horsepower too. So those two make a very special car. Now, it was great to drive. The dual clutch was amazing. It's rear drive. Remember, there's no sunroof, and you have that carbon fiber hood, which is really cool. And it sounds amazing. I think this is a really good buy because of the limited production numbers. Now, there'll be a new M4 in about a year or so, and then there'll be an M4 competition, and then, yeah, there'll be another CS. But I think if you buy this car used, not new, so instead of paying $110, get this car in the 80,000 range, the low 80s, I think you could probably drive for 2 or 3 years. It'll still depreciate a little more. It'll probably go down about 70,000, 69, 72, somewhere in that range. But you're driving a real cool, rare car, which is the best, fastest, lightest M4. And what's it going to cost you? About 10 grand. If you bought this car new, you're going to get 40,000 depreciation. If you buy it used and keep it for a couple years, it may only be 10,000 in depreciation. And I think that's a great way to buy your car. This car just looks amazing to me. I really love it. The dual clutch is very good, and you'll have something unique. There's not too many people when you go to your local Cars and Coffee or drive with your friends that are going to have the CS version of the M4. There's a ton of M3s, a ton of M4s. I love M cars, obviously, if you watch the channel. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you buy one of these new? Would you buy it used? Are you just going to wait for the new M4? Now, if that new M4 has that big grille, which it looks like it's going to have, I think people may be flocking to these old cars, at least in the beginning. I think we get used to everything, and once we see the big grills for a while, I think we're going to get used to it, and who knows, they'll be revised probably in the mid-cycle refresh, so maybe the grills become smaller if they're big from becoming new. So this may be a great car to buy. It's not going to go up in value because there will be another CS. So if they were making this car as a CS and never making it again, then yeah, then it has a chance to appreciate, even though it has a dual clutch transmission and not a manual. But the fact that there'll be another CS probably 3 years from now, 4 years from now, I think you can buy this car used. Don't buy it new because the new ones will definitely depreciate. Buy it used, drive it for a while for minimal depreciation, and you have this awesome, cool car. So let me know, guys, what you think. I'm going to read each and every one of your comments. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, share it, hit that notification bell, and I will see you next time.